Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf
Good afternoon,
of
sir.
Excellence, on
Good
behalf of
afternoon,
Center
sir.
of Excellence, CBSE Guwahati, I welcome you all for this program. Today we would be discussing about stress management at work. And before I start the program, I have got some of your messages in the chat box, or some of the stressors rather. I've got them. What actually do you mean by stress? Initially, we'll spend little time on understanding what actually stress is, and then we will be going to the stress management. See, every individual, every living being rather, would experience the stress. What actually is the stress? How to define the stress? Alright, and stress can be defined as mentally or emotionally disruptive or upsetting conditions. And it is a very simple meaning, and at present whatever phase we are going on, that is uh, we always presume that it is a post covid period, but it is never becoming post covid, not never, but it is not becoming post covid. We are still continuing with that phase only. We have got standard operating procedure guidelines from the CBSE, but unfortunately once again in many of the places, if not all the places, we are expected to extend the lockdown period for the schools. All of us are most of the principals, all right, as a school leaders, many of them have prepared at their own level. They have made some arrangements to open the schools on 2nd of November, but once again it has been postponed till 30th of November. Besides these things, the conditions are
Yes, sir.
not same. The conditions are not same at home front
Yes, sir.
even. That means we might be having increased responsibilities from the family side as well. All right, there could be other family members who are requiring our support, either financial or emotional or whatnot, even in the relatives or even in the same family itself. All right, so under these conditions, what are the best possible things and how to manage our school work, because most of the schools are going for the online teaching. Yes, almost all of us are have gone for the virtual mode of teaching, in which we have challenges. Obviously, we are not able to understand how far students have learned things, or there is no certainty about the real learning what is happening. But still, we are going ahead presuming all is well. All right. So now, it is when there is a adverse external influence, when there is a adverse external influence, how an individual respond to it, this indicates the stress. This indicates the stress. And stress, as I said, it is common for every living being. If it is a plant, if it is a plant, it would undergo a feeling of stress if it is not exposed to light, let us say. All right, if sunlight is not available, that obviously the plant undergoes the stress. There are certain hormones which are secreted extra, and these hormones allow the plant to grow in the direction where sunlight is available. We have studied that in the biology. All right, and now if it is an animal, let us say, animals also undergo a stressful feelings when they are in adverse condition, so as human beings. All right, so we would be discussing what brings the stress. Wearing too many hats can be really fun, of course, but it is stressful too. Wearing too many hats, having lot many responsibilities at the same juncture, that is stressful. And at present all the teachers we are doing that only. As an educator in action, we play many roles at the same time. I believe all of you agree with this. As an educator in action, we play many roles at the same time. What are those roles? Being a teachers, we are caregivers. Presume that the physical classes are going on, alright, then all these things would hold good. We are caregivers for the children. We are the counselors. You see, any teacher who has got experience for 2-3 years, alright, obviously a sensible teacher obviously becomes a good listener. And nowadays, not only nowadays, in even in the past also, that is, a good listener is automatically a counselor. Because when you explain your feelings to somebody else and you understand that the other person is receptive for the discussion, when the other person is receptive for the discussion or the receptive for the things what you are saying, all right, so obviously the person who is saying gets relieved. It is, the person is getting relieved because the bottled up feelings whatever are there, those things have come out. The moment bottled up emotions or the thoughts, when they come out, they start, that means they stop bothering or they stop occupying some of the area of your brain. All right, so that much you are getting relieved. Okay, now being a teacher, I also said somebody who has worked for the 3 years is already uncertified counselor. Why am I saying this? And of course that person has to be a sensible teacher. All right, now what happens, you see, whether you teach class 12th or you teach class 9th or you teach class 2 or nursery, whatever it is, all right, I'm sure all of us would be able to understand the feelings of the student who is sitting in my class. We are sure of it. Alright, so when class is going on and everyone is paying attention to the class and one or two students are off, they are having long faces, let us say, or they are disturbed, they are not physically, they are physically present but mentally absent in the class. We as a teacher obviously we understand. All right, this could be a quality of a counselor, and at the same time we call them and we ask for the reason why the child is not attentive in the class. All right, and the moment the child expresses his real feelings, all right, and we confine, as a sensible teacher, we confine these feelings with ourselves. As a sensible teacher, I don't of course we do discuss with the other teachers, maybe if it is if we seek some help from them also to suggest a better solution for the child. All right, and of course we keep all these things in confidence, is it not? So all the teachers are bound to be counselors, fine. Then nurses, all right, and any small issue, health issues whatever are there, either as a class teacher, as a mother teacher in the lower classes, all right, as an elderly person in the classroom, we obviously take care of the kids. We send them to the clinic which is near, which is in the school itself. If not, we take the assistance of the excuse me, we take the assistance of the management, I mean principal. We take the assistance of principal to send the ward to the either hospital or to home. We do that also. Okay, we work as a coaches, we work as a pencil pushers. What does it mean? Pencil pushers means, what is that? we know that if I push little more, the child will perform 2-3 folds more, like that. All right. The pencil pusher means for sharpening the pencil. All right, you need to push it. Okay, the more you push, it's not always true that is more you push, uh, what is that, it becomes more sharper. It's not like that, but a small push can result in a better results. It can give a better results, that is pencil pushers, and that of course only teachers can do. Okay, and then we are coaches, definitely we must agree, and we are administrators. How are we administrators? We are administrators because the school is, or the class is under our control for those 40 minutes or 45 minutes. All right, and we are the program designers. We set up the complete class, we decide what is to be taught, what resources are to be taken. So all these things we do. We are trainers, we are facilitators, so all these things we do. Okay, teachers with meetings to attend, tons of paperwork, all these things are there with us, is it not? So and you say one more thing, that is, as a teacher we are models of good behavior. You know, almost all the institutions would be having a code of conduct. All right, and in the code of conduct this sentence would definitely come, that is, you are expected to have a good behavior, good social behavior in the school, outside the school. All right, and because we are the role models, we are the role models, we dress up well and we speak right, we act right, we live right, and we bring home our work. And of course this list can go on, is it not? All these are anticipated always from the teachers, and the it is always anticipated from the every employee who is associated with the school, not only teachers but every employee who is associated with the school. Okay, so what could stress do to us? Okay, if we are stressful, what would happen? What are the possible consequences? Fatigue. Now here I'm at present I'm talking about the as a teacher, as a individual human being. So is fatigue, increased blood pressure, loss of focus. Loss of focus means whatever we are planning to do, we might not have 100% attention on it. Okay, so what happens, the performance of that particular thing would not be reaching to the maximum. Irritability, okay, and lack of motivation. Irritability, for all simple things people get irritated. Okay, the person would react abruptly. All right, and then burst out like volcanic eruptions. All right, till particular point the person is calm and quiet, and everyone feels that okay, everything is fine, but suddenly in the next moment the person might burst. Okay, so this sort of things can happen. Okay, so loss of focus, irritability, and lack of motivation, not having a feeling like let us do something innovative. All right, we lose this sort of motivations. All right, and sometimes we might even go for the depressions also. Okay, so and you see basically the last three points what are written here, that is depression, burnout, and unhappy person. These are the three things which I don't want to discuss, because we can't afford to reach to these points. Okay, we can't afford to reach to this point. Okay, and if you yes, I shall say one thing, like you see, stress is common for everyone, and we have two types of stress. One is eustress. Eustress refers to what is that? It is urge to perform better. Alright, while you were giving 10th class exam, or while you were giving your 12th examinations, or while you are attending the interview, obviously you went through a phase called stress while you are attending the interview. All right, so what is happening there? You see, you always have a you strive to perform better than other candidates, is it not? That is what is the stress actually. And here, this is a productive stress. What do you mean by productive stress? That means this sort of stress, which is called as youth stress, this one is helping the individual to perform better. All right, so this is very much required. If somebody has to succeed, you stress must be there. It is spelled as EUSTRESS, eustress. Okay, this is must. But if the stress is crossing its limits, and when the individual is thinking that no, I've been working but nothing is happening, all right, and this sort of feelings, when they repeatedly come, all right, they move towards the distress. Distress, a continuous phase of distress would lead to the depression, burnout, unhappy person, and all these things. All right, so it is always expected that the moment you feel that you are moving towards distress, you need to take a break. You need to take a short break, rejuvenate yourself, and come back to the productive stress part, or productive area of the stress curve. The stress curve is a parabolic curve. Stress curve is a parabolic curve where you have maximum productivity at the center. All right, fine. So it is better not to go towards the depression, burnout, unhappy person. All right, but only for the discussion, what to say, to know about these things, they have been said. Okay, let's have, okay, anyway, now actually I have a series of questions, but we cannot have it now. Let's have a self check, a glimpse of ourselves and the stresses around us. Yes, no, I don't have, I need not do this exercise with you people because it is a webinar. I will not be able to conduct this. Okay, now I am coming to the next slide, that is uh, yes, what should you do? You may be candidate for no, that is a result of that. Okay, if you have a feeling of lot of stress, what are you expected to do? Okay, if you have continuous stress, if you have, okay, what some suggestions, what could be the some of the suggestions? That is, you need to set realistic expectations for yourself. This is very much essential. You cannot dream of great things. Only achievable goals you need to keep for this period, and whatever is decided, that has to be achieved in the given span of time, maybe with a 10-15% of increase or decrease of the time limit. All right, that means if you want to complete a work in 7 days, you might complete it in 10 days, or you might complete it in 5 days. All right, but you have to complete it. You cannot procrastinate and send it to the what to say 3 weeks. Okay, you cannot afford to do that. Okay, and this holds good even for the normal life also, not only this COVID period. Okay, so that is it. So, and of course, the our topic says that management of stress at work, so it is meant for any time. It's not only for the COVID period. Okay. Set realistic expectations for yourself. Focus on the process rather than the result. All right. And as it is said in the Bhagavad Gita also, you can't expect, that means what is that, you can't expect certain thing to happen. It is your responsibility to perform the duty and don't anticipate for the result. Because you see, performance of the duty is in your limits and is in your control. But the result is not in your control. Because the result is decided by many other people. Okay, every activity in the universe, every activity in the earth at least, all right, are social activities. That means if there is certain thing, all right, a little bit of involvement of all others would be there in that. So you can't control the result. Really speaking, you can't control. And from situation to situation, that the percentage of having control on particular activity varies. All right, that is it. Fine. So focus on the process rather than the results. Okay, we can't dictate the results, and it is not worth thinking about the result and not doing the things in proper way. In psychology it is said that what is that, if you give the positive thoughts, that happens. Why to say positive thought? Any of the thought, if you are repeatedly saying to yourself, all right, and that happens. So, and this is the reason we say every day in the early in the morning when you get up, you listen something positive. All right, you supposing when the schools are conducted, let us say in the morning assembly, every day if we have morning assembly, in the assembly there would be thought of the day. All right, and in many of schools, all right, we have a board just in front of the main entrance where a scripture is written, a good thing, something good is written. All right, and we also advise the children to give the positive feedbacks, positive what to say, positive comments when you see yourself in the mirror. All right, I suggest my children that whenever in the morning when you see, all right, however we look, looking at the mirror, we must say, wow, what a personality, man, you are. What a personality. And obviously you are the unique creature on this earth. Am I correct or not? Every one of us are born with a purpose, and so we are unique, obviously. And the same feeling repeatedly when you say to yourself, all right, and your brain cells are tuned in that way, and your deeds also would be there in the same way. All right, that is why for the board students like 10th and 12th students, I say to them every day morning, you get up, look at the mirror, and you say, today is going to be a great day. All right, we are going to do something very what is that, which has been appreciated by everyone. We are going to do something which has been appreciated by everyone. All right, giving the positive thoughts to self, like that. Okay, focus on successes rather than on failures. All right, if there is a failure, we must very well understand that it is a stepping stone for the success, and so we need not concentrate more on failures and brooding over it for a longer period. brooding over means constantly thinking about the same thing, or what happened, I could not do this, what is there is nothing left in the life for me, like that. Okay, and be realistic, it is said in the first point also, set realistic expectations, and you also be realistic. Be realistic about time, expectations and perspectives. Recognize that you will be criticized more than praised by parents, partners and supervisors. You please, all of you, please note this point clearly. Alright, recognize that you will be criticized more than praised by parents, partners and supervisors. Please try to understand this. You see, uh, it is very easy to criticize any person. It's just what it takes. It takes only maybe a few seconds of a speech, few seconds you need to talk, that's all, while commenting or criticizing. All right, and at this stage of life, no, and in the competitive world, as on date, whether it is a COVID period or non-COVID period, all right, everyone wants the things ready made. Immediately they require the result. Is it not? So when this is there, okay, all other stakeholders other than the teachers, all right, they have a feeling that teachers are being paid unnecessarily, there is nothing much to do. All right, you definitely agree with me that there is good set of parents who have this sort of attitudes, is it not? Am I correct or not? All right, so and another thing, you see, you you expect for a smaller gain and you get a bigger gain is acceptable for us. Please listen to me carefully. You are expecting a smaller gain and you are getting a bigger gain, then we will be happy. And at the same time, expect a big loss, expect a big loss and have a smaller loss. This also keeps you motivated. That is the reason whenever to have a pleasant positive attitude, pleasant life and positive attitude in your life, okay, if you want to have, what is that, whenever something is going from you, whenever something is going from you, you think it in a big way. That means something which is going from us is always bigger. That means if I need to spend some amount for the activity in which others are getting benefited, let us say, in that you expect for a bigger bigger spend of amount. Okay, now if you need to get something, then you accept or you expect to get a smaller gain. While it is coming to you, you expect it to be a smaller one. While it is going from you, expect it to be a bigger one. Then what happens? Whatever is the consequence, you would be a happy person. You would be a happy person. Okay, it's a excuse me. It is a life lesson. It is a life lesson. Okay. So be realistic about time expectations and perspectives. Recognize that you will be criticized more than yes. Okay. When you are prepared for a situation in which parents are going to criticize, all right, and parents are going to what to say, comment, parents are going to be judgmental, all right, when we are prepared for this, all right, so even little bit of criticisms whatever are coming, we will be able to take them happily. Okay, and yes, and you see, one more thing I must say at this juncture, that is, as you all aware, the divine professions, so-called divine professions. I don't say that other professions are not useful, not divine, nothing like that. But we have a special respect everywhere for the doctors and for teachers. Is it not? It is just because they deal with the younger minds, particularly teachers. Okay, doctors, they deal with all sorts of people. That is because that is divine, because it is dealing with the life. And we are our profession is divine because we deal with the children. That is it. Okay, so that's it. And it might for some of the new teachers or the teachers who have joined recently in the profession of teaching, for them it seems too big to understand that it is a noble profession and all. But of course it is because you are molding lot many children. Okay, so that's it. Now, yes, make your work or study area more stimulating. This is very, very much essential at this moment. That is, you see, we are we are in competitive world. Definitely, we are in competitive world. All right. Now, the post-COVID period, whenever it is coming, there are good chances of there are good chances of having blended learning. What do you mean by blended learning? The so-called physical classes may happen, might not happen, might not happen. All right. And the blended learning means obviously technology has already entered into the classrooms, of course. All right. And so blended learning means there could be some physical classes, and a good percentage, maybe 50 to 60% of online classes would go on. And already children are being exposed to the online mode of learning. When children are exposed to this, obviously they have a choice. Obviously every child will have a choice to listen a chemistry class from me or from YouTube. Am I correct or not? Every student has got a liberty to decide whether he or she wants to listen the class from our teachers, from their teachers, or from YouTube. You may say it as a Byju's or Vedantu or Khan Academy, An Academy, what not. Nowadays we have lot many things. Okay, so at this juncture, just imagine a situation. Maximum of your children are feeling that okay, I am getting more information from the Khan Academy or from the media, but not from the my teacher. Let us say if this aspect comes to many of the students who are attending your class, then where do you stand? Where do we stand in future? All right. So for this, what we need to do is make your work or study area more stimulating. Make it more stimulating. Okay, that means there should be a urge in the children that okay, today is sir's class, today is ma'am's class. All right. अरे पता नहीं ये कहाँ से मैडम इतना इन्फॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट कर लेती है. और मैडम जितना बोलते हैं, हाउ मच एवर मैम सेज, how much our ma'am says, that is definitely more than any one unit, that means of Byju's class or some other class. It is better than that. Children must have this feeling, and for that you need to equip yourself. How to equip yourself? You need to upgrade yourself technically. All right. You should be able to handle different technologies what have come into your what is that different technologies what are coming into the field of education. May you say it as a augmented reality or the virtual reality or polling polling nowadays. So polling means, what is that? That is, you ask a question and children say A, B, C, D, one of the answer. All right, and then the result is immediately shown to the students like that. Okay, and bringing the children into the smaller groups, huh? Bringing them into the smaller groups. That means in 40 students are there, making the groups. uh, okay, all these techniques have come in the education now. So the more and more techniques you use, children would be more impressed. And besides that, your the mastery of the subject is must. Uh, there is no need of mentioning that separately, is it not? And of course, we are all masters of our subject. All right, and if we are not masters, we are not fit for the position. So we need to have that attitude, and we need to yes, we need to strongly believe that we are masters of our subject, and we are updating our technical skills, and we are incorporating all these technical skills into our education. So we are staying ahead in the field of education. Okay, fine, done. So see, slowly I have started discussing about the what are the how to keep ourselves ready for the stress free life in our profession. Yes, please. Do paperwork immediately. Don't procrastinate. Very, very important point. We can't afford to procrastinate the things. All right. Whether it is once again when we have a physical classes or virtual classes, we can't procrastinate. And what actually happens when you procrastinate? All right. Your stress level would increase. Your stress level would increase if you procrastinate. And when you see, when the when you remember, there is in psychology there is the four quarters diagram. uh, Important, urgent, important but not urgent, not important, urgent, and not important, not urgent. There are four windows. All right. So all our activities are to be kept in this. All our activities are automatically fit into these categories, these four categories. All right. And we need to, if we procrastinate the things, all right, which are not urgent, will become urgent tasks after a period of time. The moment they are becoming urgent tasks, enough emphasis would not be paid in solving that activity. As a result, the final result of that activity would not be 100%. Then the 60% or 70% result which activity would give, all right, you need to get satisfied with that only. And slowly, every individual who is procrastinating, they slowly get used to the 60% of their productivity. And if the period continues like this, the productivity percentage would decrease. All right. So after 20 years, the productivity level of the individual is coming to 30-35%. All right. And this is what happens with the sorry if I am no, I don't mind to hurt anybody's feelings, but this is what happens when we observe stagnation in the teachers in any organization. Stagnation, that means people who are working in the same school or the same sort of work for the longer period. Okay, that is why self motivation is very important, and self regulation is important, and self learning is very, very, very important for the professions like teaching. Right. So Do paperwork immediately, don't procrastinate, ask others for positive feedback. Yes, always move with those people who give a positive feedback. Negative feedback is also good, all right, but it is left to our wisdom to select what negative feedbacks are to be considered, which help our professional growth, and which and all not to mind. The negative feedbacks, maximum of the negative feedbacks we should not mind, we should ignore. We should learn how to ignore the things. We should learn how to say no to certain things. Okay, this is very, very much essential, whatever field of work you are doing. Okay, then develop a hobby and spend time on it regularly. Yes, and the stress boosters, they are develop a hobby, and what did I say? Is stress boosters. I was saying they don't they decrease the stress. I'm sorry. Okay, so develop a hobby, spend time with the family, spend time with your kids, spend time with the spend time with the living beings which give you unconditional love, which give you unconditional love. All right, that means you feed a bird, you feed a cow, you feed a dog. All right, when you feed them, all right, you might not be knowing that dog, you might not be knowing that cow, you might not be knowing that bird. All right, when you feed it, there is a positive vibration which is going from you to that bird. All right, and that bird or that creature, wherever whenever sees you, all right, will identify that, will vibrate to your what is that, the thought process. Okay, so that is, where did I go there? Yes, creating a hobby, I am talking about creating a hobby. Spend time on it regularly. All right, and spending, acha, I was talking about unconditional love. You see, the once if you feed a dog, all right, that will not forget. After 10-15 years also, if you are meeting that, all right, that would be able to identify. Okay, this is what called as unconditional love. All right, unconditional love means and another thing is a love which is not expecting anything. Okay, and we love our kids, our children, uh, and our love is unconditional. Okay, our love is unconditional. Okay, and the love what pets are showing to us, that is also unconditional love. What love we are getting from our parents, what love we are giving to our children, all these are unconditional. This is the importance of family as such. Okay, so keep physically fit, very, very, very important. Once again, have a good diet and adequate exercise is must. You must take care of your physical health very, very carefully. All right, and you must have a good diet which has got a balanced good diet is very much required, and you need to be physically fit. Spend time in the morning sun, the rising sun, spend time in the rising sun. All right, that is good. It gives you D vitamin as well, and it makes you agile throughout the day. Spend time actively with the family members and in family activities. Okay, all these are, I'm sorry, I need to skip these 3 4 slides. Yes, this also I need to skip. Okay, right. The previous 4 slides are related to the what is that, questionnaire, which I could not share with you people. Now, stresses are ever present. They are there everywhere. They are there, and they would remain. They continue being there. And stress management, is there a real need for it? Yes, obviously it is there. Okay, need is there. Okay, what is this? What are the strategies? The strategy is identifying source of the stress in your life. identify the source of stress in your life. You see, it so happened that um, when you are too bugged up, let us say, if you are too much bugged up, all right, you feel like going to some place where you get a peace of mind. All right, maybe it is a church, it's a mosque, or it's a temple. All right, any spiritual space, or any place, uh, what is that, which keeps you away from the work, uh, the thoughts, the continuous thoughts of the work. All right, and this is the reason the weekend gatherings are taking more and more prominent place. All right, and okay, and now the basic point is we need to identify the sources of stress and not to allow them to come into your life. How is it possible? You see, sometimes now when you see certain person, let us say, all right, and let us say you don't have good interactions, good last 2 3 interactions with that person, let us say, you obviously try to avoid that person, all right. And if you see that person for maybe 10 15 steps ahead, if you see that person, you take a different way, you go in some other direction, you don't want to face him. Why is it so? And you see, sometimes when you see certain people, there are positive vibes, and you feel like going nearer to them and talk to them. All right, even you have a work, you don't have work, but you please pleasant talking to certain people. All right, and why is it so? All right, these are the positive vibes what they give, or the negative vibes what they give. All right, so identify the sources of stress and try to avoid them. This is the first strategy. Okay, think about the ways you
Excuse
can
me, sir.
manage. Yes, please.
Sir, did you send the attendance link? Did not receive it yet.
No, no, attendance link is been already. Your attendance is marked, man.
Okay, okay.
Your attendance is marked. The moment you are logged in into this, your attendance is marked.
Excuse me, sir.
Sometimes they are not giving certificates without attendance.
Yes, yes, obviously, certificates will not be given without attendance. Alright, and your attendance is already marked. You can very well give the feedback form, you can very well fill up the feedback form by visiting CBSE website. Feedback form is also must. Okay, ma'am?
Now we are not
Okay.
sending attendance link to sir. Now we are not sending any attendance
Attendance,
link.
no, no, you please see the chat box. There are Center of Excellence has given some 2 3 messages. All right, your attendance is already been marked.
Sir, because meanwhile 2 times I disconnected, whether it will be marked or not, attendance then.
Oh, ma'am, let me please finish off the slides,
Yes, sir.
finish off the material whatever I have prepared. After that, I'll be staying for few more minutes. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Think about the ways you currently manage and cope with the stress in your life. These are the habits, attitudes, and excuses, and especially procrastination has to be removed. This is very important. Now, accept responsibility for the role you play in creating or maintaining your stress. Accept the responsibility. Proactively, you need to accept the responsibility instead of shifting the responsibility. If certain thing has not happened properly, that is because of other person. This has not happened because I did not receive it, I did not get this. No, no to these statements. All these are negative statements. All right. Okay, so if other person has not sent to you, you need to, it is your responsibility to receive it. to see that how you get it from the other person. That is it. Take responsibilities proactively for the role you are playing. Okay, that is for being teacher. Okay, avoid unnecessary stress. There are number of stresses in life that can be eliminated, and learn how to say no. Learn how to say no. Avoid people who stress you out. Take control of your environment. Avoid hot button topics. If there is certain discussion going on which you are not pleased with, you need to move away from that. Okay, it is advised that you move away from that. Okay, take control of your environment. That means in your residence, let us say, okay, you design your residence in such a way that you have all positive vibes. All right, maybe you have your spiritual chantings, let us say, or you have what to say, a light music which is played in the house. Have let's spend time, as it was said already, spend time with the kids, your family members, your parents. All right, have at least one meal together. All right, all these things would help you to come out of this stress. Avoid hot button topics. Pare down your to-do list. Okay, yes, to-do list is very much essential. You need to prepare it. Okay, alter the situation. If you can't avoid a stressful situation, try changing the way you communicate and operate in your daily life. Okay, if you can't avoid a stressful situation, try changing the way you communicate and operate in your daily life. Express your feelings, compromise, assert, manage your time in a better way. Express your feelings. Don't bottle up the feelings. Don't keep your thoughts for yourself. And compromise. Be accommodative. Be accommodative. How much ever possible, you be accommodative. Okay, what does it mean? That means if there are some small mistakes which are done by your neighbors or your colleagues or your kids, all right, you ignore them. All right, of course, hint them not to repeat it, and at the same time ignore them. You don't need to constantly develop grudge for the activities what they have done or the mistakes what they have done. Okay, adapt to the stressors, change your expectations and attitude. This in the first slide also we were saying that you don't expect big things. Okay, and slowly modify your attitude also. Reframe problems. Look at the big picture. Look at the big picture. Adjust your standards. Adjust your standards. Look at the big picture. What does it mean? That means having a broader aims, broader views, and broader aims. Okay. Perfectionism is a major source of avoiding stress. Perfectionism is a major source of avoiding stress. Focus on being positive. Focus on being positive. Ask for help. Take time to talk to others. All right. It's not that somebody is smaller than me or somebody is bigger than me and I can learn only from the bigger people, learned people. It's not like that. The situations are like in a way that you may have to learn it from your subordinates also, and as such you have lot many things to learn from the subordinates or the companions or even the younger kids, and especially nowadays you have lot many things to learn about the technology from your kids. Take time to talk to others, your people, resources, and plan. Set up routines and duties. Of course, don't sweat the small stuff. Focus on the essentials. Okay. Don't play the teacher at home. All right. Please don't carry your burdens and all those things. Burdens are the thoughts, whatever it is, to home. All right. You need to have a both. You cannot carry your residence issues to the school, or your school issues to the residents. Okay, minimize those things. When you minimize these things, you will be able to remain stress free. Take time for yourself. Pamper yourself in small ways. What does it mean? That means you reach up to your happy moments. You reach up to your happy moments. You identify what is good for you. Means in which area you are more comfortable. Okay, in which area you are more comfortable. Okay, I have come across some of the teachers who love their profession so much, like even they are very much afraid of technology. They have embraced the technology now. All right. Previously, 2 3 years back, excuse me, 2 3 years back, the teachers who used to say, "Oh no 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 no, technology I can't handle. I prefer to do it manually," something like that. Those people who used to say, their love for the teaching is so strong that in this last 5 6 months, all right, they have learned so many new things. Okay, so that means they are pampering themselves. All right, if somebody loves to be with what is that, spend time alone, or somebody likes to spend time watching the landscapes in the weekends, then you take a break and you go there, have some time for yourself and come back at the weekend, and then let us start the coming week once again, the work. Okay, and some more pampering things like aromatherapy. Go to the salon and have a massage, maybe have a haircut, have a massage, or something. Okay, play games. Okay, play games. Follow your interests, exercise. Okay, and try to go for only the positive in builders. Positive in builders means for pampering yourself you can't smoke. For pampering yourself you cannot have alcohol. All right, I mean to say that that is not pampering. It is pampering at the cost of your health, so we can't go for those things. All right, you need to be little careful while deciding what are to be selected. Okay, then coming to, remember why you teach. I teach in order to make a difference for children and to share myself with the world. I keep these reasons for teaching close to my heart. So that is it. All right. So with this, with this my presentation is done. Okay. And but I have something else to show you. I have got a few points which are to be said to you. I'll be saying that. Just bear with me for some time. There are I need to show you one more slide. I need to show you one more slide. That is 5 F's. I need to show this. Come on. Yes, this would be my last slide. Yes, are you able to see the 5 F's? Yes, what are these 5 F's? One is, all these are the stress relievers. All these things would give you, a pleasant status in the work. What are those? That is, first one is faith. Second one is fitness. Third one is financial. Fourth one is friends. And fifth one is family. These are the 5 F's which would be helping you to come out of stress. First one, faith, spirituality. All right, whatever God you pray, whatever Almighty you pray, all right, you try to spend little more time in that. And it is not for the practical purpose, but it is for what is that, for your self growth. It is not to show others, it is not to show others that you are spiritual. Okay, you really feel and practice it. All right, and this will help you very much to come out of the stress. And another one is fitness, health, self image and relaxation. For the self image, always say positive things to yourself and maintain your health. Have morning walks in the during sunrise time, having morning walks. Okay, and practice some relaxation techniques. Relax your body muscles, relax your brain muscles, that means brain cells. Okay, this is related to the second one, fitness. Now coming to the third one, I won't say anything about this, financial. I just wrote it as a finance, work and self growth. Okay, now coming to the fourth one, that is friends, the community, the social gatherings, whatever you have. Of course, now we have a social distancing gatherings. Okay, and then you say the people who are spending time with the people who are spending time with the your class 10th classmates, or your intermediate or the class 12th classmates. All right, they, the time what you spend with them rejuvenates more maximum. All right, not only that, the community, select a positive friends group and spend time there. You also contribute to them and you also learn from them. And then the final one is the family, the best, the best. Oh, okay, I can't say that, but all these five F's are very much important to come work stress. Okay, thank you very much for being with me. Now the some of the teachers who were asking some of the questions, you can very well ask me. With this, I have come to end of my topic, my presentation.